Good morning, friends. Coach Bob with you, and today I got a little surprise. Yes, surprises are good. It is very early, about 5:15. Coach Vic's still in the bed. Got us a new coffee pot. Ooh, it's got presets on it, kind of like that. Last night, about 10 o'clock, I sprung this on Coach Vic. Got a great idea, I said. Let's get up super early in the morning and go to Barber Motorsports Vintage Museum. Yeah, that's what I said. Come on in, Haven. So last night I had to change a tire on her wheelchair, which I did. These lights on, getting everything lit up. Oh, wrong one. got Casper all gassed up. Got the wheelchair in the trailer. Got the wheels over there where I put wheels on it. Everything's a mess because I did everything late last night, looking for everything. Got in the bed 1:30, 2 o'clock, and gonna finish packing up this morning, get her out of bed. Hope to be on the road. It is about 5:20 right now. Hope to be on the road. I don't know, I'm thinking 6 o'clock. That's a pretty lofty goal. Probably be more like 6:30. Either way, it's about 320 miles by my estimations. We're a little over 100 miles to Dothan, get gas. A little over 100 miles to Montgomery, get gas. And get a Coca-Cola, cup of coffee, that sort of thing. Then ride on into Birmingham or Leeds, Alabama, which is where the Barber Museum is. I'll put a link to the museum up here somewhere so that you can check it out. We will have footage of it here in a little while. They do have some restrictions on cameras. We'll deal with that when we get there. We'll figure something out. My coffee's about ready. That's a good thing. And I need to go get Coach Vic out. Yes, I do. All right, let's see if we can get her going. What's up, Chuck Wagon? What you doing?
No, don't record this.
What? What are you talking about? Ready to get up?
No.
All right. Well, I think I've done my mission there. Well, by the way, we're doing a weight room in our house. Just right here is what the flooring's going to look like. This is a thick cushion. We're going to put that down on the floor. It's gonna be cool. Haven's up, of course. So I've got to load some clothes up, get my shaving kit together so I can run a razor over my face first, do all that stuff, and get the trailer hooked up, just do a few odds and ends. Today's gonna be a great day. Let's get it rolling. All right, well, the 6 o'clock ship has sailed because it's after 6. But anyway, we had several people asking about what we eat on the road. This is what we're gonna eat for lunch today, right here. This is mine and Coach Vic's both lunch right here. We each get a hard-boiled egg, we each get a cheese strip, we just get some healthy crackers and some pepperoni, and that's kind of a protein pack and something just enough to kind of satisfy our needs. And we'll obviously drink water. We carry a few waters in the little Yeti soft side, which I don't recommend the Yeti soft side. We'll do a review on that later. That's another story. And water. We may pack some fruit. Probably not. Gets hot, starts looking pretty bad pretty quick, and it's going to be a super hot day. It's already 85 degrees and 100% humidity out there, just loading everything up. I'm sweating. But we've got masks and all the stuff that you have to have nowadays. We'll, pick up a Coke maybe along the way. Y'all know I'm a Coke guy, so a cup of coffee maybe at our first stop. Other than that, we'll probably do a late lunch or early supper. Either there at the museum or somewhere down the road. Anyway, figure all that out when we get there. But Coach Vic is still in the back, so I got to go back there and see if I can't kind of encourage her along. All right, we are rapidly approaching 7 a.m. As you can see, it's daylight. I've been up, 2.5 hours? I was ready to go an hour and a half ago. But let's see where Coach Vic is. I think she's making her last goodbyes with her angelic friend Opal.
I am gonna miss her. I don't like leaving her.
You want me to turn those lights off?
Well, yeah, because you're gonna come back in anyway. And Opal's in the living room, right?
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna put the cat in. The cat in. That's just weird, isn't it? So you ready?
I'm getting there. Going on another trip.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get on from the other side.
I had to put my coffee down.
Okay. What you doing?
I'm taking a long way to get to where I need to go.
It's steamy out here. Everything is wet. I've dried it off 3 or 4 times, and it just gets wet, dry it off, wet, dry it off, wet. That's
all right, I think I have everything. If not, I'll have to just go buy it.
Means you get to do what?
Go shopping.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it. Go.
Got my cushion out of the wheelchair and all that too, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, I get to wear my new jacket. Look at there. Ooh, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be cozy though when we start riding.
Once you get moving, it's just wet and humid.
Where's the... Oh my goodness.
We ain't got it, it ain't going.
I'm doing no earrings on this trip.
You got your ears though, right?
Yeah, but I love my earrings.
All right, as long as you got your ears.
So cockeyed.
It's all steamy. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't do it. I'd say that we are ready to roll. I'm gonna have a wet hiney.
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna have a wet hiney.
Yep.
Get me some little ear floaters in. You want some?
No.
All right. Getting ready to do it again. Father, we pray for a safe trip, good travel, good times. Lord, to see some beautiful things. And thank you for the sweet time. My wife, I love you. In Jesus' name. Amen. As we roll out of Tallahassee towards Birmingham, Alabama, I do want to say thank you to all of our subscribers and everyone who's been so kind to us, leaving comments. It's always great to see the feedback that you guys give us. And I want to thank you very, very much for that. If you're not a subscriber, please take this time to subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on your notification bells, and all that good stuff. Now, as you can tell, we did not get out at 6, nor did we get out at 7. And that's okay. We know that today is one of those days where you don't have to have a real strict time agenda. So for you gentlemen out there in particular who get a little uptight about not being able to leave right on time, this is that time I like to kind of say, lighten up. It's going to be okay. You're going to deal with unplanned stops. You're going to deal with rain. You're going to deal with those things in these types of scenarios. When you're on a longer trip, then I think that both of you have to get into that rhythm and you say, hey man, I have to get up early. I have to roll because we have a deadline. In order to get to our destination, we have to get there. We know that with just a simple 310-mile trip, we've got all day long. The museum doesn't close until 6 this evening, and we have a 1-hour difference. It's an hour earlier there because we're looking at the central time zone versus the eastern time zone. So that sort of freedom is really, really nice to have. Another thing that we will probably contend with today is a little bit of weather. This time of the year, at least in the southeast, and I'm not sure about all of the parts of the country, but in this part of the country, the weather can be quite volatile. It's not rare for a level 4, level 5 thunderstorm to come up. You see the cumulus clouds build in the distance, and all of a sudden, you're sitting under a big boomer, and it can be quite unpleasant. So we're expecting a little bit of that today, hopefully not a lot. Now, if you're wondering where I'm going right now, this is an unplanned stop. Coach Vic has kind of nudged me and said, Coach Bob, we need to get off on this exit. Don't know why, don't care why. We're just going to do it because she says she needs to get off this exit. So we're going to hit this rest area, and it is one of those weird rest areas. It's like 2 miles off of the interstate, and it's the one rest area I always go, I'm not pulling off on that rest area. But even though I say that, right now, it's not a problem. Within minutes of hopping right back on the interstate, we cross into the central time zone and we get that hour that we lost earlier, we got it back.
So we start rolling, but then we start to notice ahead and to our right, just off to the west and northwest, we start seeing showers off to the side of the road, and they're developing and dissipating. We were just watching them just grow and disappear and move and move and move. So what we're going to do is we are about to make unplanned stop number 2 to put on some rain gear, because we know it's just a matter of time. But it's coming, and it's coming soon.
Oh, go right ahead, man. In fact, I'm gonna get a picture of you taking a picture. Sadly, it looks just like me. You need some one of them cameras that make me look better. All right, mama. Okay. So now, all right, let me see the name of your club. All right, so y'all are going to Jackson. All right, very nice, very nice. Hey, nice meeting y'all. God bless you. Be safe on the road, man. All right, Coach Vic, so a little bit of rain, a little liquid sunshine. It is time to...
Sunny to rain.
Rain gear, you want to put on the rain gear? All right, let's do it.
Raincoat.
We got the rain jackets on. We're all set to go. Met some nice people here, and now it is time to get back on the road and enjoy the rain. Here we go.
Yes, it is.
As soon as we hopped back on the interstate, we sure were glad we made that unplanned stop and put on that rain gear. Man, it is always nice when you can have the rain gear on before the rain starts, not after the rain starts, where you're looking for that underpass and you're trying to find a spot to stop and not get run over by a bus or something so you can put your rain gear on. So we were really good. Our hope is that as soon as we make that northwest turn and get off the interstate and grab a state road and start heading up towards Birmingham, that we will get north of all of this mess. We know that the heat is waiting on us, so we might as well enjoy a little bit of liquid sunshine and cool off a minute. And we do realize this stuff, just as quickly as it comes up, it disappears at that same rate of speed. Now, I'm sure you noticed that we were talking to a large group of motorcyclers or bikers or whatever you want to call them that were in the same gas station as we were in. And no, I will say emphatically, no, we did not know them before we went there. One of the things that Coach Vic always talks about me chatting with everyone, and that is one of the things that I do love to do, and share the experiences of the road with other motorcycle people. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in this video, about that bond, that feeling, that camaraderie that we have as motorcycle people, and how we need to take advantage of that. It really is a door that is open for us, and we need to step through it. All right, we're about to get off the interstate and hopefully get north of this weather. So just like that, we're off on 231, or better known as the Troy University Highway, and heading towards beautiful Dothan, Alabama. And we are going to grab a Sam's Club in there and find us a gas station and hopefully a nice little clean bathroom spot. It's hot and it seems like most places are kind of closed up. So next stop, Sam's Club, Dothan, Alabama. So we're in Dothan, Alabama. We just topped off at the Sam's gas station, and although we are not executive members, they were kind enough to let us go in there and use their restroom, which we both appreciated. So now it's munch time, kind of a hard-boiled breakfast.
Hard-boiled eggs.
The yellow part's dry, isn't it?
Tastes good to me.
I mean, the yolk's good, but it's dry. Eat the yolk first, get the dry part out of the way.
Whatever.
What you doing?
Give me a piece of cheese.
You gonna cut it first? Get it? Cut the cheese!
You're so funny.
Now you see why I call her Chuck Wagon, because she carries the food around like a chuck wagon. In the old West days, that's what the food truck was called.
Got it. It's been a good ride.
Got some real nice people.
Having a good time?
Yeah, some guy actually literally came up and ran over to us. Is that your Can-Am? Tell me about the Can-Am. And of course he was impressed that I was on it.
Yeah, he was impressed. Coach Vic impressed him.
Yeah.
The rest of it was boring. Machine, me. Coach Bob, me. Coach Vic,
I
yay!
was impressed that I was on it. Oh, better not film it because some guy came and ran over to look at the Can-Am. He was nice. I got a picture with him and Coach Bob for the video.
Yeah, we'll put it up right here. Click, clack. Anyway, his name was Larry, I think.
He was very impressed with the Can-Am.
And with Coach Vic, of course, because Coach Vic is awesome.
Yep.
So, we're going to enjoy our food, and you fix you a cup of coffee or something. I'm spraying. Look at me.
That's what I'm missing. A cup of coffee. Man.
Enjoy your coffee. All right, so we all fed.
We're all fed and ready to go.
Feeling good. Oh, my knee. I got knee pads on. They still hurt.
We got about another 100 miles for our next stop.
A little over 100 miles. Next stop is Montgomery, Alabama.
Wow.
Then after that, about another 100 miles, and we will be at the Leeds, Alabama.
And
that's the city of Leeds, and that is the Barber Vintage Motorsport Museum.
Oh, I've never been to Montgomery or Birmingham. Haven't been to either one, or the Barber Museum. So
there you go.
3 firsts.
Bada bing, bada boom. As we exit the Dothan area and get ready to get on the highway and head towards Montgomery, it starts getting hot. And one of the things that you have to remember is when you're traveling on state roads, you're going to get stopped by those red lights. You're going to have the old fan cranked up and it's going to be blowing the heat all over you. So be prepared to sweat a little bit. And that's not a bad thing, but it's something you should be prepared to do. We do love the beauty that Alabama holds, and we do love coming through here. Next stop is going to be Montgomery. Well, stop 2. We are in beautiful Montgomery, Alabama. Coach Vic is inside chilling, soaking up a little AC. We're all topped off and ready to keep rolling. Next stop is going to be Barber Motorsports Museum. Let's see what Coach Vic has to say. Coach Vic has come out. She's got a Coca-Cola, some Doritos.
Gotta have the Doritos. Brings back memories on the other trip, on our San Diego trip. I feel like I'm doing that again.
So we've been on the road. There's 4 stops. We had rain, had a bathroom break, gas, now gas again. Coach Vic's second and hopefully final time on the Can-Am.
It got warm.
It got hot.
Coach Bob ain't handling it like he used to. You're joking. You joke with me all day.
I get to edit it. I can make you say what I want.
Coach Bob's on a permanent vacation. See his shirt? Permanent vacation. We were having a nice ride.
Beautiful day. A little warm. Very, very humid. Next stop, Birmingham. 110 miles to the museum itself, I think. How do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I'm not using the word great.
She does. She feels fantastic.
I got a little groggy on this trip on the last leg. I got tired on the last leg, and I never really got that tired ever when I went to San Diego.
I think she's as excited about seeing motorcycles as she was about seeing the kids.
I'm riding a Can-Am to go look at more motorcycles. Yeah.
Doesn't get much sweeter than that, does it?
Gotta go look at more motorcycles. Vroom, vroom.
So what did you think yesterday when I sprung this on you? Well, last night, probably about 9:30, I sprung this on her last night. We started scrambling, getting things together.
That's true. I was getting ready to lay down and watch some movies.
So what did you think when I sprung this on you?
I was getting ready to watch the Florida Film Festival online. Now I gotta make up on Sunday and Monday. I was excited about it. Something to do. I didn't have anything planned to do Friday and Saturday, so making it an adventure.
Because of the short notice, we did not bring a laptop and a lot of other things, so we're going to save our battery life and we are going to shut this puppy down. Next time you see us, we may be on the road, but we're going to be pretty close to Barber.
Barber Museum.
Oh!
Coach Bob can look at more motorcycles while I hang out and say nice motorcycles.
You can go in the gift shop.
I'll go in the gift shop.
There you have it. Words to live by the effervescent Coach Vic.
Yep.
All right, here we go. As we grab 65 north out of Montgomery on our way to Birmingham and into Leeds, Alabama, where the museum is, I just want to say something about the camaraderie of motorcycling. You know, whether you're on a three-wheeler, a two-wheeler, a Japanese bike, a British bike, or American iron, it really is of very little consequence to me. I'm just grateful that you're out there riding, and I want to see what you ride. I'm interested in what you ride. And I will say this, that although there are those who aren't very social, when you're interested in what someone else is doing and what they have, you'll find that even those people often become social, especially when you're sincere. So step through that door. You never know who you're going to be talking to. You know, the Bible talks about maybe we are entertaining angels unaware. I'm not saying you're talking to an angel, but you never do know who you're talking to. It could be a school teacher, it could be a congressman. You just don't know. And people don't always advertise what they are. It's always wonderful to make a connection with another human being and be inspired to be more just because you are in their very presence. And that is one of the many, many things that I love about riding a motorcycle. So the first thing, let's talk about the Barber Museum, what it is, and well, who founded it. Let's just make this clear. George Barber, his family owned a big dairy in Alabama, and so George Barber, the founder of Barber's Dairy, this guy has invested $80 million of his own money, and this is excluding the contents of the museum. This is just the building, the grounds, and that sort of thing. He's invested $80 million into this complex. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, well, he's getting a good return on his investment, I bet, because that museum, they had 360,000 people go through that thing one year, and at $15 a pop, that's pretty good. You're right, that is really good. But what you have to understand, this is a non-profit. So this is something that he will never get a return on. So that $80 million he gave away so that we could enjoy this beautiful museum. His contributions are the largest in Alabama history. That's pretty darn cool. This guy was a big race car driver, so he was a car guy. He wasn't even a motorcycle guy. But he was told that the car collection world was something that he would really have a hard time growing. So he had a fella give him a couple of motorcycles, and he started this endeavor. And it's been growing and growing and growing. The museum at this point consists of 5 floors with floating walkways that are wheelchair accessible. It really is quite an architectural wonder. It is beautiful. Not only does it have the 5 floors, it also has a basement that you can look down into where they maintain all of the vehicles, constantly assembling and disassembling everything and making it just right for us. In addition, there is also a track. The racetrack is used for Indy racing and for motorcycle racing. A lot of vintage racers do race there, which is really, really neat stuff. So these are the grounds right here as we begin to enter the Barber complex. It is a couple of miles down this road till you get to the museum. So let's just sit back for a moment and enjoy the beauty as we approach the Barber Motorsports Museum. As you enter the museum, it is absolutely mind-boggling. The attention to detail, the scale of everything, it's amazing. You know, I use that word a lot, but sometimes when you see things like this, you just don't even know how to respond. It's almost like you're in a Batman movie, that epic scale of concrete and steel. It really is a beautiful structure. If it was empty, it would be incredible. But when you look at the machines and the beauty and the attention to detail, you're just left quite speechless. I'm not going to cut a lot of this video. I can tell you that, because it's too beautiful to cut. You're just going to have to sit back, take your time, and enjoy the ride as Coach Vic and I saunter through Barber Museum. Is this insane?
Good floor.
I did. Go ahead.
Woohoo! Oh, Bob, Coach Bob's happy.
Wow.
He's a happy man. What are you getting me again? We're gonna walk a little bit. Everything.
That is unbelievable.
That's your Ducati. That's his Ducati. Heard that word before.
Oh, wow. There was a movie called Black Sun. It had Michael Douglas in it, and he rode one of these in the movie. That is so cool. Look at that old Mach 3, man.
So that's where your mouth and pump on the.
They tear these bikes down annually, man.
I mean, is there air in the tires, or is this all fake?
No, it ain't all fake. It's all real.
They gotta put air in the tires?
They gotta do more than that.
I feel plastic. No.
They feel, look at that. My gosh. Oh, I remember these, man. Man, I remember. Wow.
What happened then was that the Harley always worked on 50 those rules that they basically these classes. They actually put it
Man, they got quite a few mules, way more than I expected them to have. Wow. that. Serial number 0001. Here you go, Vicky. There it is. There's the 90. So that's the little 90cc right there. This was the bike of my dreams right here. I wanted that motorcycle so bad. Yeah, this is the motorcycle I wanted. This would have been my first. I saved my money for it. My dad would not let me buy it. The SL70. Wow.
Oh, that's the one you wanted?
I wanted that bike so bad. I'm like, man, I could be Roger DeCoster. I could be famous. All right, here it is, Vic. Here it is. Trail 70 in blue.
70?
In blue, right there.
Oh, I see a picture of me next to it. Huh.
Coach Vic used to ride one of these.
This is the bike I had in 7th grade. We got it.
So what year would that have been?
I don't know.
Well, 7th grade. How old were you? 13?
14.
So
81, 80 to 81 was.
if you were
10th
13,
grade.
that would have been 79. This is a 69. This one's a little older than what you rode, but they looked exactly the same. You had that kind of butterscotch colored one, right?
Yeah, yellowish.
Yep. And I remember these little QA50. I remember when they came out with these. Oh my goodness. I was 8 years old when that came out. That seems like yesterday when I look at that though. I remember watching the commercials going, man, that's cool. Now look at this. Air-cooled 50-degree V-twin. Has 5 to 6 horsepower, 1 carburetor. Check this out. Gas-powered light. It had lanterns. It didn't have lights. It had lanterns. Look at a wicker sidecar. What we got over here? I was gonna say it looks like a Triumph. That's the newer Bonnie. 2012. That's that Steve McQueen edition. Look at that. Six and a half horsepower and that big leather belt, baby. Wow. Check out the Springer. I almost bought one of these in 2000. Look at this, 2008, 1125 cc's, 146 horsepower with a top speed of 160. That is a beautiful machine.
So we had like the 79 meters of it.
This only had 88 horsepower.
only.
We have the 78 or 79.
See how much torque it has. Do you see torque down there?
No.
I'm way less important than this. Oh, wow.
What do you do?
20 horsepower. Would that be Italian? Would that? Yeah, yeah. The Bianchi bicycle manufacturer made that. That's too funny. I had no idea. I've never seen one of those. I used to ride a Bianchi bicycle. I had no idea Bianchi made motorcycles. In 1957. Called the Bone Shaker. Too cool. 8 horsepower. 255 pounds and 65 miles an hour. Top speed. Look at that Ducati. That's a 59. That is beautiful. I had a friend of mine rebuilt a BMW. It looked exactly like this, same color. And I'm gonna tell you, he did as good a job restoring it. That's a beautiful machine. Oh, it is overwhelming. Look at that BMW. 140 miles per hour in 1970. Now this is cool. These are the Norvins. It's like a Norton frame and chassis with a Vincent motor. I read a book about a father and a son who built one of these. All right, first off, before I get Coach Vic, I just want you to look at the scale. We are on the 5th floor, and these things are broken up. These floors are broken up into eras and styles. So you can see International Special, 1900, 1930, post-war, 1960. Second floor racing, can't wait to get there. First floor, 1930 to 1960 in the military, love that too. And then the restoration shops are downstairs in the basement. And outside is a beautiful racetrack. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is the world's largest motorcycle collection. If you question it when you come here, you won't question it again. I've never seen anything like this.
This is insane. And by insane, I mean insanely beautiful. Speaking of insanely beautiful. Nice job there, Coach Vic. I wish this was Fonda's original bike, but it's not. That is cool, cool, cool. I just feel cool. This is 1970, 4 horsepower, 45 miles per hour. Look at that Indian. That is cool. It's a 401, 1265 cc's. Trackers. Wow.
These rims get so hot.
Wow. It's just overwhelming, you know? Huh? Not only a test to the bike, it's a test to the rider and the motorcycle. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
a Trident. It's so amazing. Love it.
So this is the end of part 1. Yes, just part 1. Part 2 will be coming up in a few days, and it is going to be unbelievably beautiful. A lot of emotional motorcycles to look at, some surprises along the way. Join us for our journey next time. Thanks. This is Coach Bob saying, hey, go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, and remember, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Now go seize the day. We'll talk to you soon.